Whoa, whoa, whoa. What up, people? What up, what up, what up? How y'all doing today for this? I'm not gonna say this new day, this evening and things. What up with y'all, man? Just chopping it up, you know? Yeah, Chicago's finest, man. Let's get something started, man. Let me set this shit up. It's like talking to Leo's cash shit today. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Hold on a second. Man. Man, what up, people? Man, yeah, Chicago's finest. Like, subscribe, and share, man. I don't know who that is in the building right now. You know, I can't see shit. What it do? Sitting with some of that good homegrown from the earth. But I ain't got no damn rolling papers in my bong all the way upstairs. I'm downstairs in one of the rental props. But man, what's up, man? Y'all see the title, man? You never know who people know. You feel me? You never know who people actually know. Man, I had a little situation where one of my associates, I can't say friends, associates, was kind of violated. You know what I mean? It was kind of done wrong, taken off, you know, invested in something that the other party didn't reciprocate what they was putting into it and that type of shit. And it got kind of ugly, you know what I'm saying? And it turned around, the names get to flying around and shit, and it's like, it's somebody I know in depth. And what the person this situation happened to is one of my brothers, you know what I mean? One of my brothers, man. And I'm like, damn. But me being me, I'm always like a problem solver, not a problem or troublemaker. So I'm like, man, by me knowing the individual that did the foul shit, and I know the brother that got, you know, taken advantage of, I'm like, man, and the guy that got taken advantage of, I'm much tighter with him. We more close-knit, everything. But I'm like, man, I ain't the type to do no setting up shit, put nobody in no funky situations or nothing. That ain't my MO, you know what I'm saying? So me being me, I kind of neutralized the situation and I was a mediator, you can say. I would say I mediated the situation where I translated everything for both parties. I made sure everything got smoothed out and taken care of, the proper fashion, the proper form. But with that being said, everybody's not me. You feel me? Everybody's not Yak. Everybody don't have the mentality that Yak have, where you want to see as much less confrontation as possible, because I want to see as less funerals, shootings, violations, or family disruptions as I possibly can. And if I can help prevent some, I'm going to do what I can do to help prevent some. You know, but people do stuff not knowing who the person they do it to really knows or related to or really affiliated with. And that's how you wind up getting your family touched, getting your family put in, you know what I mean, real bad situations. Because, man, so many of us brothers, man, just react. I tell everybody, I tell my family, I tell my wife constantly, I drill it in her head. Never react. When you react, Usually bad things happen. Rick, what up, bro? What up, what up, what up? Man, what it do with you, man? Usually when you do some reacting, 9 times out of, from my experience, 9 times out of 10, it's a bad situation. Man, Rick, you already know you, my brother, man. Karma is, man, say that again. Karma is real, man. And it's like, I'm the type, man, if I know you, I'm always do everything I can to have less harm or anything come your way. So it was like I was put in the middle of a, I call it a fisticuff. You know what I mean? To put it in mild terms. But, I sat there to make it smooth out on nobody took a loss other than the pride thing. But a lot of people, pride really don't matter. Ego really don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, you got what you was owed. He he took care and let even though he was a little late, his word still stood firm and he executed what part he was supposed to execute. So that was, I played mediator. You know what I mean? It's like, because I can't pick no sides. You know what I'm saying? I can't pick sides, especially when it's individuals I know. So it's like, you know what I mean? That's just to say, man, people do foul shit to people and not knowing, man, what's going to come back behind that. Now that person, you might see that person as being super soft. Nobody you have to even worry about. Oh, he ain't no comeback. He ain't coming back to do nothing. But you don't know who his big brother might be. You don't know who his daddy might be. You don't know who his best friend might be. He might be very collegiate looking. You know what I mean? Coming from a stepper family, chilling, man. That's what's up, bro. That's what's up. Same here, man. I just, excuse me, I still up, man, and moving around. You know what I mean? Shit, I want to get something to eat or something. I'm like, man, let me throw one of these on because I had a little situation I had to smooth out for my man. I'm like, let me try and spit a jewel and put something in somebody's membrane. You know what I mean? So they not insane in the membrane. I know you remember that, right? But it's like, man, you can take for granted one person's appearance, one person's voice, one person's energy, their attitude and everything. They might seem real laid back, real timid, but that could be the only timid person in their family. His family could be a family of steppers, a family of killers, a family of members. And when I say members, I mean guys that's plugged in, that's shot callers, that can push the button and eradicate you and yours. Because you never know, man. And perception is not always reality. I'm gonna say that again. Perception is not always reality. Just because you might, man, I've seen a bunch of dudes perceive a young man as being can't fight, man. It's like, ooh. I gotta tell this story. I was in, I believe 8th grade, Roselle Parks Elementary School. One of my best childhood friends, Tommy Guns. Excuse me. We was out in the Wild Hunters. Let's give an example. This was a light example. It could have been worse. But we sitting there, had a situation with the young man was kind of, as we was growing up, he was a little more on the sensitive side, I say. You know what I mean? You can't underestimate anyone. Exactly, man. You can never underestimate anyone. So as we was coming up, it's got Kenyatta. That's his name. Kenyatta. I'm going to use his name. Everybody always thought he was a little on the sweet side. You know what I mean? But he was a cool brother. I don't judge. Hey, each his own. I don't, man. My older brother was, you know what I mean? He was a homosexual man. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't taking nothing. My brother was a nigga that'll whip your ass. So it is what it is. That's still my brother. So he took this dude took Kenyatta as being soft because he popped his gum when he talked. You know what I mean? When he talked and chewed gum, he popped his gum and shit. So he took it for granted that this brother was a little tender. I mean, it's one of them spring days, everybody walking home. None of us took the school bus. We all walk home this day. And he fucking with this kid all the way from the school I mean, blocks and blocks. You got the females laughing at him, all the dudes clowning him and everything. And by the time he had enough, where he was like, "Fuck this," he wound up. When I tell you, beat the brakes. He beat the brakes off my motherfucking homeboy. And this is one of my road dogs. This is, man, this is like a brother to me still to this day. And I can get his ass online right now. As soon as I bring it up, he gonna laugh like a motherfucker. Cause we done ragged on him about this since, man, 30 years. Cause I think y'all to stop putting them paws on him. He did the unthinkable. He took his belt off and started whipping this nigga with the belt, chasing him down the street. And when I say whipping him, ships, 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 all the way out the street. Now, 2-3 minutes ago, all the young ladies was laughing at him, and all the dudes was clowning him. Turned around, he actually could throw them balls. And after he got to give you a couple raccoon eyes, just decided to take his belt off and whip your ass disciplinary style. That was a case of perception is not always reality, people. You never know what you gonna get when you turn that page in the book, man. So it's like, man, that was just that was a little chuckle, man. That's a memory of one of the childhood memories that man, you can't forget. And it was the visual. I wish the visual was tremendous. Excuse me. Damn, this is strong. Woo, excuse me. But man, the situation wound up getting resolved today, though. Everybody went home to their families. Everybody went home unscathed. One guy still felt a little some kind of way because, man, he felt like his manhood was played with. And I understand it, but I'm glad I could interject myself into this situation to make sure all parties went home unscathed, you know what I mean, safely. And it turned out to be a, real good day for everybody involved. Nobody took a L. But it's like, man, everybody you could have had flipped that whole situation. I could have been a dude that loved BS, that loved drama, and loved setting it off. And I know all this dude's information who done violated a homeboy. You know what I'm saying? And man, we gonna turn it up. And you know what I mean? Most times that's usually how it goes. But you know what I mean? I'm more on the I consider myself on the triple OG side. So I think, I'd rather everything go peaceful instead of, everything don't require war. You know what I mean? War is not required in every situation, unless it's provoked and provoked and provoked. That's how I think. Well, I can't even say now, because even when I was younger, I had a different mentality than a lot of dudes. You know what I mean? A lot of dudes my age. That's why I was always, you know what I mean, saluted and looked at it a little different than a lot of cats, even when I was younger, So it's like, man, I modeled myself after my big brother early in the game, you know what I mean? And I followed his patterns. I followed a lot of the things that he did. And you know what I mean? He was a real stand-up dude, for one. Didn't take no when it was that time, because once when you carry yourself in a proper fashion, like you don't start none, you'll finish it though. But if you don't start any, you don't purposely push nobody buttons repeatedly over and over. You're not a bully. Usually people understand if you do something to really get under that person's skin, it's immediate eradication. You know what I'm saying? And I learned that from my big brother. My big brother, man, he ain't mess with nobody, man. But as soon as you violate or come out of your skin, there's no reason to talk about nothing else after that, because everybody already know how this brother moves. This brother don't start none, and this brother quick to say, all right, bro, we good. Everybody got enough man in itself to back up, and it ain't, you know what I mean? You don't lose your manhood just because you say, man, let's everybody make it home tonight, man. Let's not. It don't have to be a violent night, especially for something that's mediocre any fucking way. You know what I'm saying? So I learned that from my big bro real early, man, and I salute him for, man, definitely being the broski that he was, to show me a whole lot of smart ways to maneuver through these rough streets across the country. And I survived them, and I can go back to all of them, chin up, chest out, and let them know, Jack's in the house, Jack's in the house. You feel me? So, man, thank you, Lord, thank you, Lord, thank you, Lord, because that's a blessing, because everybody don't have that. So, man, I just wanted to give a quick message, a quick PSA. Do not underestimate anyone. Same way Rick said, do not underestimate anyone, and definitely don't over count yourself as being this big, I'ma win regardless. Because, man, it only take a second for somebody to take a loss that it's going to affect your entire family's rest of their days. You know what I mean? It only take one, man, split second. That's about it, man. Just wanted to, tap in real quick, because I was up blowing one. And just, man, let me send a PSA out with a little message behind it, man, for real. Don't do no grimy shit. Always try to keep yourself stand up. And, man, stand firm on what you believe in, man. But never, ever judge a book by its cover, and never, ever underestimate another man or woman. But I'm particularly talking about men who can damage things. Don't ever underestimate a man because of his appearance, because of his voice, or because of the tendencies that he has to seem a little more timid than you might think a man should be. You know what I mean? For real. The one you least expect, usually that one. Man, tell him again. Blessings to you too, Rick, man. You know me, man. I just try to I always try to drop a jewel out here, man. I ain't, I ain't out here to promote the rigmarole, I tell it like it is, man. And I'm non-violent. That's what I like to see now. I'm older now, so I don't want to see nobody's family taking losses, man. You know what I mean? That's a tough pill to swallow. So, man, I always try to keep much peace as possible and try to, man, give these shorties any information I can to make sure they keep it as peaceful as possible without anybody looking at them like they tender. You feel me? So I feel like that's my job and my duty to do it as one of these elder statesmen that has made it to this point in my life, and I can still walk around and be myself. You know what I'm saying? Because I did not lose it, So, man, Rick, you already know what it is with me and you, bro. Appreciate you all the time, my guy, all the time. For real. So, man, I just wanted to tap in and drop a jewel to you people real fast, man. Anybody catch it on the replay, appreciate. But y'all know what it is, man. What I tell them. You ain't got to respect it, but you will not disrespect it. You dig? Holla back at your boy. To the next one, all right? One. Man, definitely appreciate you, Rick. Definitely appreciate you, my brother. Man, you have a good one, man. Blessings to you and the family, folks. All right.